Hi and welcome back, and it is 2026, I can't believe it. I've now actually got the pressure on me because this car has actually got a deadline. This is going to be driven to Belfast in June for Delorean Eurofest 2026, and there's going to be over 100 Deloreans there, so I want to be there with this car. As you can see, I've got my intercooler here because if you've watched the channel before, this car has got a turbocharged PRV engine. It's about twice the horsepower of the original Delorean, but I want to get air into the intercooler, and so what I've done to start off is take this side piece of glass out, but I didn't want to just leave it open. There was a vent here originally, and I'm going to go into more detail on it, but what I wanted to do was have something that would replace the glass and funnel the air directly into the intercooler. So I thought what I'll do is I'll mold a single scoop that fits in here out of fiberglass, brings the air in and directs it into the intercooler. Right, so what I've done here is effectively taken a brass rubbing from a Delorean. So you basically put the paper over the top of it, you get the edge of like a pencil, make it nice and simple, and just basically run it over it, and it'll just mark where the edge is, and you're not going to do any damage to the car. And that gives me a really accurate stencil of the shape. So I can now take that, cut it out, lay it on a bit of wood, and then we've got to start working on layering it up, and that's going to be the interesting bit. So what I did was make a buck from sheets of wood, stacked them together, screwed them together, covered it in filler, and then started sanding it down and getting the shape I wanted. The problem was this process alone took 20 hours, and that's just for one side. I've got to do the whole thing again for the other side and make it look the same. And I wasn't really feeling the shape, but this is a long process. I need to do this quicker. So I decided to move forward and try a different idea. Yes, I have the glass that I took out of the car in the first place. It is the perfect size, shape, thickness, everything I need curved to the right levels because it's the glass that came out of the car. So obviously, this is the best thing to take a mold from if I want a flat panel. So the idea is I use this, or the inner side of it as the mold, and then I can lay some fiberglass on, and that will give me a finished piece that I can then put in the car. I'm gonna cover this, so I'm just using the shape. Yeah, there's some wrinkles in this, will give bit of a rough finish to my final piece, but I'd rather be putting a bit of filler into that and sanding it back and getting nice and smooth to go in the car than damaging this. And we're going to try and do this in as few pieces as possible. See how we get on. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I've actually decided to take the glass from the car and use that as the mold. So that will give me a perfect shaped fiberglass piece to go down the side. And then I can kind of do with it what I want. And yes, it's not a perfect finish. It's gonna need a skim over with some filler. But actually, that is probably the best result I've had so far while I've been trying to work out what to do with these side pieces in the car. So that is a panel with a little bit of work required. That is going to replace the glass in the car. That is fantastic. It's the perfect shape. And now I just got to finish it off. I had two options at this point. I could either put a nice simple vent in it, which would fit in and look, you know, pretty tidy, or I could do something more complicated. Now, one of the cars that I have loved over the years is the Lamborghini Murcielago, and one of the things I specifically like about it is what's called the bat wing. These are air vents that come out of the back of the car. Now, obviously, the car doesn't have the same shape as the Murcielago, and I actually have less space to work in because of the tub in here. But what I thought I'd do is embark on a little journey to see if I could actually make it work. So this is what I did next. Remember, this is going to be painted satin black to match the rest of the plastics on the car, but we've got to make this vent that's going to pop out. So what I need to do now is I need to make a template for the inside where it will enable me to work out how much space I've got to play with. But I also need to cut out the piece in here. I'm tempted to do that first because then I can work through the window while keeping this in place. So I think we'll do that. So now I've got to try and cut this out, minimizing the damage on the corners, which is going to be tricky. But as I said, once I have the main template, I can remake and I can remake it. Let's go and cut this panel out. This is awful stuff and you don't want to breathe it in. And it's not the best cut in the world. However, we have a piece that goes in like that. And this is our window that we cut out. And this is going to come out when you press the switch inside the car or the car gets to a certain speed. But the idea is that this is going to open out like that and give us airflow into the intercooler. So now I've got to mark what space I've got behind here to build the box, and I'm going to build the box out of ply because it's easier. This is a test, and I'll be able to glue gun it together quite quickly. That, as rough as it may look, this shape here is what we've got to work with, which means the box that is going to be on the inside with the air going into it can't be bigger than those dimensions that way. So now I need to get my piece and start measuring up some bits to fill that. Right, these, as crude as they may look, are the bits to make the box on the back, and I won't be making it all out of fiberglass, which means it'll be far easier to bond together. And then once we've glued that all together, we should be able to then put the brackets on it, put it in the window, and actually show the actuator working. Inside, I think, because if you can see this, it's pretty cold out here. As you can see, I have now actually built the electronics, fitted the actuator, designed all the mechanism, 3D printed the parts, and actually built it out. The problem is I've got to take it to the next level because the parts aren't strong enough. They need reinforcing. They need all sorts of little bits and pieces doing adjustments so that you can actually tweak it when it's mounted on the car. So I basically had to start putting a bit more time into refining it to get it to where I needed it to be. But what I can say from this journey is it's been a lot of fun, and I love building things that are one-off. And then what's really nice about doing prototypes and making one-offs, if somebody does come along and actually like what you've done and they want it as well, and there's been a few examples with the cars I've done over the last couple of years, it's quite nice being able to make these for other people and send them off. The Delorean turbo badges that exist on this car have actually been sent off around the world. Ones have gone to America, Norway, Germany. It's lovely that Delorean owners and other car enthusiasts are asking for parts that I've made as one-offs. The thing is, we now have to get to the last stage, so that's what we're going to do next. And here is the backup version. Now, the paintwork is not perfect on this by any stretch of the imagination. It is still a prototype, but I want to get it as good as I could and get it in black. But I actually really like it. Now, yes, of course, people are used to seeing glass in the back of these, but it does do the job. It does fit really well. I think it's in keeping with the design of the car. And as I said, with a better finish, better colored black, I think it will really look the part. And there's no reason why I can't do some DMC decals or something like that on it. But I'm really, really happy with this. I've got two options. I would love to know what you think. I kind of don't know which one to go with now. Do I go with something that looks a bit more stock? Do I go with something that's just fun to build? Because why not? So here is the finished prototype. This is the actuator version where this panel comes out to allow the air to go into the intercooler, and it will be obviously have a hose connected on the back to feed directly into here. There is a little bit of interference. I've just found that some of the mechanics on the back are slightly too big, but we're talking millimeters. But I will just run this up so you can see what it does. And that is the air scoop out. And as I said, this is the prototype still. And I'm just gonna show you what this looks like. The car is well known for having doors that come out, but not known for having air vents that come out. So obviously there's not gonna be a panel on the front here. The top of this will go further in with a lip here. So obviously the air going past can't pull it out. I will basically have to form the back of this so it directs the air into the intercooler, and again there will be a pipe joint on it. I think if we rub it down, paint it, and then we can get the mechanism to work well, it'll do the job pretty well. So let's just close it again. And that's our paneling down and out the way. Okay, so we've had a little bit of a distraction from the timeline. Yes, I was halfway through making these vents when I decided that I was going to take the car to Belfast in June, but now we've really got to move things forward. If I want to run this around for a little bit and check it's okay before it does a very long journey, I need to get this on the road by the end of April, which only gives me about 12 weeks to take it from this to road ready. So wish me luck. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, bye.